Hey guys! How are
Hey,
you doing? It's Katie,
Shannon.
and we're here today once again to talk to you about how to become your greatest version and to enjoy life and follow your joy.
I'm so
I
excited.
know I'm so excited too. We are going to share with you some amazing meditation and stress relief techniques and health and wellness journey tips and strategies we've learned along our journey to help make this year of 2020 a little bit more manageable for you and to help bring in some support and love and build a sense of community. For those of you who don't know Shannon, Shannon is a fellow YouTuber. She's a registered nurse and RN, and she has her own YouTube channel as well called Shannon T Carter. I'm going to be linking it in the description box below of this video. Shannon has amazing content about weight loss tips and strategies and health and wellness strategies overall. We've been together on her channel as well. We just did a live stream on your channel. It was amazing.
So much fun.
So just tell them a little bit more about your channel, what you do.
Absolutely. So my channel is based on my weight loss journey, but also yours as well if you're doing that. And also I talk about wellness and mental health and anything that has to do with just overall a healthy lifestyle. We all incorporate that stuff in, and I love communication, and doing these lives are so great. So I would love for you to check my channel out. Again, that's Shannon T Carter, and just drop by and see if you like it. If you do, I would love for you to subscribe. But yeah, we are going to really get down to some really cool stuff today.
Yes.
We're going to talk about some stress relieving tips and tricks that we have that helps us, that can hopefully help you guys as well.
Absolutely. And so the first thing I want to talk about is you were talking to me about it earlier today is breathing.
Yes.
Breathing techniques. What are some breathing techniques you have learned?
So when I get stressed out and I feel anxious, I know that my body starts to tense up. And sometimes I feel like I'm breathing too fast. Sometimes people hold their breath. And if you start to feel that way, if you can be cognizant of it and just know to do breathing. So you can do, an intake of your breath for a certain amount of counts. If you want to do 5 seconds, you can do 7 seconds, however that is, but then you want to hold it for a few seconds as well. And then you want to let that out for a few seconds. So you're breathing in, but when you're breathing out all that negativity, all that stress and anxiety that you have built up. So you're letting that go.
I love that. Breathing in the positivity, the love, the light, the good vibes, and then breathing out all of the negativity and all of the excess stuff we want to let go of.
Absolutely.
So do you want to do a little guided meditation together, a little breathing exercises together with the singing bowl?
I think that would be great. What do you guys think?
Yeah, do y'all want to join us? Let's go ahead and do some breathing exercises together just to get started. Okay, here we go. All right, let's breathe in positivity, love, and light. Hold your breath for a few seconds. And now breathe out and release all negativity from your day. Once again, breathe in positivity, love, and light. Hold your breath for a few seconds. And now breathe out and release all negativity from your day. One more time. Breathe in positivity, love, and light. Hold your breath for a few seconds. And now breathe out and release all negativity from your day. How do you feel, Shannon?
Very relaxed. Just that little bit relaxed me.
Yeah. It's very relaxing. These Tibetan singing bowls also release brainwave entrainment frequencies that help put you into a calmer state. So it helps make the breathing more easy. If you're anxious already, these help calm down the anxiety too.
That's awesome. And I hope you guys were able to do the breathing with us. And I hope that you are also feeling less stress and your anxiety anything that's going on with you right now has decreased in just this little bit of time that we've been on.
Yeah, definitely. And Chris, it's nice to see you. Awesome. I'm so glad you're tuning in. Welcome, and welcome to everybody who is joined right now. We just did some breathing exercises with this singing bowl to bring in some good vibes to you during these crazy times we are living in the world right now. It's an interesting time to be alive.
It is. It is something that we probably will never forget.
Yeah. But we are all here for each other during these times to share with each other tips and strategies that we are learning to help empower one another and help each other get through these times. And I actually have some cards so we can tap into some energies with what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and draw some cards for us all.
I think that sounds great. I'm excited.
This is a form of self-care. This is what also helps calm me down. It kind of just gives me general guidance for self-care, what to expect, what's going on. Let's just pull a few cards for all of us. What is it that we need to know right now that will help lead us all to become our greatest version? Oh, wow. 2 cards just came out down there.
Good. That's a good sign, right?
Heck yeah, it is. That's awesome. Let's see. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Okay.
He said, hi, glad to see you.
Hey, yes. Oh, it's so good. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so we have past lives, which says release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. So many of you tuning in are old souls, okay? And you are a very ascended being with a higher level of consciousness than the majority of people. You are more than likely awakened, or you've gone through a spiritual awakening, and you're able to see beyond the veil. You're able to see beyond illusion. And you just know deep in your heart that you came to earth for a greater purpose, a greater reason that you're here. You're here to help bring more love and light to the world and to spread more joy and hope to others, that no matter what may be going on in the world, in the collective that's heavy at times, that we can get through this together, that we can rise above it. So also releasing what is no longer serving us at this time, letting go of old, outdated people, places, and things that are no longer serving us on our journey, that are no longer in alignment with what we are trying to do to fulfill our soul purpose, and making room for new and better people that are coming in. You know, have you ever had to let go of any old people, old friends that are no longer in alignment with what you're trying to do or what life you're trying to create?
Absolutely. And I know that that can be hard sometimes to let go, but know sometimes that it is for the best, and it is for your health and your overall being, that sometimes you have to let some people go, and it is okay to do that. And it's okay if you do feel bad sometimes about doing it, but overall you have to do what's right for you, not for everyone else. Always remember that, to live for yourself.
Yes, exactly. Always. Yes. Do what's best for you. Okay. Because only you have to live with you, and you know what's best for you. All right. So be sure you're surrounding yourself with people who are energy generating versus energy depleting, people who lift you up, who love you unconditionally, and who inspire you to become your greatest version. And just be sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who make you feel good about yourself and who love you for who you are.
Absolutely. That's so important.
And we have magic, which says, make a wish, believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. This is a beautiful card. So we are also alchemists. We have the power to make the best out of the worst, to make the best out of any heavy situation that comes our way. It's all about rising above any obstacles that are presented to us, rising in our power, going from a place of victim consciousness to victoriousness, learning how to have victory over something rather than allowing it to have power and control over us.
That's heavy. And that is so, what you said was so powerful. And I love that.
Yeah.
What you just said.
Yeah, totally. It's something I had to learn. It took me a long time in life to understand that a lot of people in the world are living in a state of victimhood and don't even know it. You know?
I agree with that. I agree. And that's good. If you can hone in on that and you can feel, start feeling that, and just, again, before, as we said, just letting go, learning to let go.
And we have this beautiful card of imagination. This makes me think of John Lennon's song, Imagine. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Imagine no hell below us or no heaven, just heaven here on earth, you know, no countries, no borders, just peace on earth and just bliss. So let's imagine peace on earth together right now. Let's imagine the earth being a place of just total bliss, peace, and harmony, no conflict, no war, no disease, no suffering, just pure love and light and happiness, equal distribution of resources, no money. We don't have to worry about money. Plenty of food, plenty of resources and shelter to go around for all. Imagine a beautiful, healed planet. You know, we can actually do that together and co-create that together through mass meditation. Have you ever heard of mass meditation?
No. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, so if everybody gets together and meditates with the same intention at the same time, you actually have the ability to transform reality. So like if a group of 100 people were to get together online and do a meditation together, you can actually help heal parts of the planet together by envisioning it. That's how powerful we are. The power of unity, of numbers, of all of us coming together. That's why there's so much emphasis on news and media to divide and separate us. They don't want us to unify and come together to create change, the powers that be.
Maybe we can some point overcome that. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Is to, you know, and just envisioning, when you were saying that, I was just envisioning a world where we're just, there's so much love because, and no divide, and we don't have to worry.
Yeah, and just give yourself permission to dream and know that anything is possible. Follow your joy, follow your heart. What is your heart calling you to do? What do you love and enjoy doing? Do more of that. For happiness is a natural abundance frequency. When you begin to follow your joy, live your truth, nobody else's, that's when you begin to start seeing success in your life. That's what I learned. You know, it wasn't until I started following my own heart and my own joy that things started to get better in my life. I used to think that I was supposed to just do what I was told and do what the matrix tells you to do, work in the corporate world, get the paycheck, do what you're supposed to do and go to school and get all these graduate degrees. And it was just, it just wasn't what I thought it was. Now it's like, I'm just doing whatever I love. Crystal healing, Reiki energy healing, YouTube journeys, collaborating with other amazing YouTubers like Shannon. You know, life is too short. You know, have you ever had to let go of something that wasn't serving you anymore, Shannon, not just in the way of people, but like any career stuff or anything in your life you had to transform, and you just now started a YouTube journey. So yes. How has that been? Like,
so that's been great. So I was going to speak on that exactly. You know, as far as my job, so I was doing full time. I'm actually getting ready. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to transition Monday to a PRN status, which, if you don't know what PRN means, that means just as needed. So I'll still be able to work and make money that I need, of course, to pay those bills that you have to pay, but I still get to have my freedom. It's a work-life balance that I need for myself and my son as well. So that's something that I changed. And then a little over a month ago, I think it's been 6 or 7 weeks, I did start my YouTube channel, which has been great. And that's been a new journey.
That's awesome.
Just learning, because I've been searching for some type of hobby that fits me, and I haven't been able to find anything.
Yeah.
And I actually find joy through YouTube because I'm able to not only to help educate, but to just collaborate and incorporate you guys as well. So that's been so exciting for me, and it's brought me joy.
And it's also, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. That's I'm so proud of you. It's a huge new venture and project to take on. It takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there. It really does. And, you know, YouTube is a wonderful way of still maintaining socialization in your life. Like right now, there's a lot of people that still feel lonely and isolated because there's still limiting social activities out there. There's still not as much to do in every area. So YouTube is a great way to stay connected with people who are on a similar journey. And like, I have met so many amazing souls, all of you tuning in. I've met you, I've met other YouTubers, and it's just the love is amazing here. Like, have you found that it's helped you to meet new people and new friends, new networks, and it's made you feel less alone during these times we're living in?
Absolutely. And I have had so many people, and I was just surprised. The comments that I get, they're always positive and uplifting, nothing negative. It's always good stuff or questions for me. And I love that. It makes me feel wanted and needed. And I just love it.
Yeah, so I encourage you to start a YouTube channel. If you haven't already, what is some hobby that you love and enjoy that you could just create videos on? Maybe you love to sew, or you love to play with Hot Wheels, or I don't know, you like to bike, or you like to fly airplanes. Whatever your hobby is or what you enjoy doing, just take a camera along with you. Whether it's outside in nature, maybe you love four-wheeling, something that you love to do, take that camera with you and just start filming, create a channel, see what happens. So many people are finding financial freedom by going online and turning their passions into purpose, into meaning, into a whole new career they didn't think was possible. There are so many new innovative ways of making money today. And I've been learning about passive income streams, about other ways to make money that don't involve having to turn my life over to a corporate setting, you know? And it's amazing. There's just unlimited possibilities out there today now in the world. That's what's great. This internet is a great way for us to stay connected with what's going on in the world right now. So just know you're never alone, and you are so loved and appreciated. Charlie, oh, I'm so glad you're tuning in once again. It's so wonderful to see you again, Charlie. Welcome. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the love and the support on this journey. It's just been amazing. You all are just so great. You know, what do you guys want to hear about today? What are some things that are going on in your life right now that you would like some experience, strength, and hope on? What are some things you would like to talk about right now? Go ahead and put it in the live stream. This is an open discussion. So let's go ahead and get a discussion going. Hey, Danielle. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Hey there, nice to meet you, Danielle.
Oh, Danielle, I grew up with her in New Hampshire. Oh. She was one of my childhood friends from way back when.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Danielle, it's so wonderful to see you. And Charlie, I just got through eating dinner. Oh, that's wonderful. Dinner's always a good thing.
Yes.
Food is awesome.
It does. I mean, it really is. I mean, when you can, you know, something that you really like. And I hope you enjoyed that burger too.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm a vegetarian, but whatever everybody likes, you know what I mean?
I mean, everybody's different. You don't have to be the same. So that's okay. Just remember that.
Whatever brings you joy. And I know Pete's is supposed to be like the best place in town around here. So that's wonderful. Pete's has some awesome people. I actually know somebody who works there. She's really cool. Her name's Marie. So
cool.
Yeah, and I was shuffling through some more cards, and this one came out. It says blessings. Okay, so just know that unexpected blessings may be coming your way soon. Stay open to new possibilities and know your angels are with you and all is well, okay? Just know you are divinely protected on each step of your journey. Just know that you are loved, you are protected, you are not alone. Supports will be brought in when you least expect it. Okay. Yes, Danielle, I love being reconnected after all these years too. It's crazy. Awesome. And letting go, she said letting go is something she needs to work on.
Yes, that's really important. And to do that. And, you know, it has to be in your time and when you're ready. But it's so powerful for when you're able to do that, and just the weight that's lifted off of you when you can finally get to that stage in life and you can let go of something that you've been holding on to that has been possibly toxic in your life, that you can let that go.
Definitely. And it's funny that that was just brought up too, because there was actually a beautiful letting go handout that somebody gave me the other day. It has all these tips and strategies on how to let go of people that are no longer serving us, you know, and how to stop trying to fix people in our lives that we love so much, but that are not putting in the work themselves. A lot of times as empaths or highly sensitive people, you know, it can be really hard when you love and care for people, but they're, you know, just in a place where there's only so much we can do. That's been something I've had to deal with, is having to learn to love certain people at a distance, people who I love so much, but that there's nothing I can really do to help or be of service. And to learn that I don't always have to be the caretaker.
Exactly. That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
And you can love people, and you can be there if you can, and if you can't, you can still love them, but you can't make yourself suffer
Mm-hmm.
for whatever is going on in someone else's life. And they have to be able, in a sense, to be able to deal with it. Not that they don't need support at times, absolutely, but overall, you need to do what's best for yourself.
You know, I think we all could use a little sage right now to help us let go of things and energies that are no longer serving us. So I'm going to go ahead and light some sage for you right now.
I think that sounds great.
And we'll go ahead and just clear the energy for all of us. Let's see. This is a lavender cedar sage, so it's really calming and healing on all levels. And this will brush away any energy that is no longer serving you, any negativity you may have picked up on today. Just relax. Take a few deep breaths. Sending some Reiki too right now to you guys. Charlie said, Katie, maybe one of these days we can go to Monterey and have veggie fajitas. That'd be so awesome. All right, we can actually, for letting go, I think we could do a little guided meditation for letting go too, using a singing bowl. We can stop.
I think that sounds great.
We can just make it up and just what intuitively feels right. So this is about letting go of the past, letting go of old pain, old hurts, old memories that are no longer serving us, and learning to forgive ourselves and love ourselves no matter what we've been through, knowing it's okay to be human, that we all have been through something. None of us are perfect. We are all doing the very best we can at life. That's all we can do. And just know that you are so loved, and we are going to go ahead and do this. So I'm going to go ahead and create a little mantra here. So I release the past and that which is no longer serving me. I release the past and that which is no longer serving me. I release the past and all of that which is no longer serving me. I release the past and all that which is no longer serving me. I release the past and all of that which is no longer serving me. I release the past and all of that which is no longer serving me. I release the past and all of that which is no longer serving me. And so it is. You are now freed from your past. And we are sending you an abundance of good vibes and good energy and love all around. Thank you guys so much again for all of your love on this journey. It's amazing. And, you know, Shannon, I just wanted to ask you about what are some other coping strategies you've learned about how to tune out negativity from the world, how to tune out anything negative on like news stories or what you hear from, could be from family, it could be from certain people in the community. How do you shield yourself from negativity or intense energy from others?
What I try to do, number one, I'll talk about the news and the media. I try not to watch that. I did watch, I'm going to back up a little bit. I did watch the presidential debate. That was a bad thing to do. I shouldn't have done it. But I try to stay away from that now just because there's so much negativity in the media. I feel like there's so much divide that they're trying to do. So I try to stay away from that. Another thing, you brought up just people in general.
Mm-hmm.
If there are people that are around me that are not serving any purpose in my life, or maybe just bringing on anything negative, then that's part of the letting go. And that's someone that I will have to let go from my life, because you're not helping me. You're bringing me down, and I need to be uplifted and joyful. And if I can't help you, if you're a person that I've tried to help and bring in positivity and talk with, but it's still not working, you have to be I gotta let you go.
That's something I learned from Ralph Smart, the YouTuber Infinite Waters Diving Deep. He said, if you're not helping me evolve, to evolve and grow into the greatest version of myself, then I have to release you. It's not of anything hurtful or trying to be mean. It's just that, all of us are here to rise into the greatest version of ourselves so that we be of maximum service to all of those about us. And the only way we can do that is by loving ourselves and knowing when somebody is in alignment with us or not. And we all deserve to have people that are going to help us evolve to the next level.
Absolutely. We get this one life, and you have to, I'm not going to say have to, because that sounds negative. You should think of your life as you have this life. How do you want to live your life? How do you want to live it? Not for others, but for yourself.
I like that. That's beautiful. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That is so cool. And I have this awesome book by Louise L. Hay called Heart Thoughts. This is a wonderful book that has helped me along my journey. And it's a treasury of inner wisdom. And it's got a lot of positive affirmations that help us to rewire our subconscious minds. And there's a lot of cool stuff in here. And it talks about how to be more safe and secure in the world and how to create a sacred space. And it's great because I just found something on letting go, and we were just talking about letting go. It says, I let go of the need for this condition in my life. So a big thing for us is learning to let go of old belief systems, old limiting conditions or limiting belief systems that are no longer serving us. I know for me, I had to let go of a lot of labels that were placed on me in order to grow and evolve to my greatest version. I used to have all of these labels that were placed on me by the medical community. I was labeled as ADHD, somebody with major depression and anxiety and PTSD. I had all these labels, and I used to allow those labels to define myself, thinking there was something wrong with me, thinking I was going to have to be on medication for the rest of my life. But luckily I had a miracle. I was able to get off all medications about a year and a half ago and switch to more herbal, natural plants and meditation and Reiki and energy healing and crystals. And my soul just called me to whatever I needed to help heal from within. And it's been an amazing journey. It took me a long time to get there. I was on medications for about 7 or 8 years of my life, but I was able to safely transition off of them. And that's been a huge blessing. But I had to let go of those labels that were placed on me and those conditions because I was told that I wasn't going to be able to function fully without them. And I believe that to be true. But we got to a point where the medications were no longer serving me. And so I had to take a leap of faith, and I had to rise into my power and find alternative means of healing myself that were more effective for me. That's for me. Now, I don't know if any of you have been on a similar journey, but there are so many different ways of healing oneself out there. It takes time, it takes healing, it takes practice. And, there are times where Western medicine, of course, can be very beneficial, and it helped serve me for many years, but it got to a point where it can no longer really help. Have you ever seen that in people where medications gets to a point where it caps and it doesn't really help anymore with like mental health stuff?
Yes, absolutely. And then that's where you get to a point, especially if you're on medications like for depression or anxiety, you get to a plateau with that. And so then you find yourself going back to your doctor and they're increasing your dosages. And then if you are on any type of medications that are habit forming, then your body gets used to taking those. Yeah. And then you have to, your body will tell you when you get to that point, you're hooked at that point, and your body is telling you, I need to take that medication. So yes, that does happen to people.
Yeah, totally. I could see that happening. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just, we just had a little glitch in the computer, but we're good now. Yeah, it's just, everybody has their own journey. And like you were saying, sometimes doctors, when you go back, they can they can try to just change the dosaging, and really it's something else. But
and they actually they'll start to add stuff too.
Yeah.
So not just increasing what you're already on, but they're like, okay, well, you're taking this, but let me just add this other medication and see if it helps to heighten the other medication. So, I don't know if that necessarily, for some people that may work for you, but it's like, be careful with stuff like that.
Yeah, it's some things that have really helped me safely transition off my medications a year and a half ago. Cbd oil was a huge thing that helped me, and it still helps me. I still take it every day for anxiety, for depression, for any inflammation. Cbd oil is wonderful. I love it. It's helped me tremendously. And there's been a lot of other natural remedies that I've discovered, and just being outside in nature. Nature is an amazing remedy for anxiety and depression. When we went to the lake the other day and we did a video, how did that make you feel to be outside?
It was really nice, especially being near the water. I am definitely a water person. Just hearing the water, especially the ocean. I mean, the lake is great. Anything, a running stream, anything like that is so relaxing. And actually, when you were bringing up nature, I can't remember if this was yesterday or the day before. I walked outside and I actually did some grounding. I took my shoes off.
You did?
I did.
You tried grounding.
It was so great, and I just walked around outside barefooted.
That's wonderful.
And it just felt so refreshing. So if you haven't tried that, I definitely recommend to try that. She was telling me about it, and I grew up with a mom that was like, don't go outside barefooted, put your shoes on, you're going to get this or that. Scare tactics.
Yeah,
fear. Exactly. And then Katie's like, no, go out and do that. And I'm like, I'm going to do that. And it really helped me.
It's funny you mentioned that, because we're conditioned by society to always have the newest, coolest pair of shoes and to always have that thick rubber sole, when really rubber is an insulator. And when we put that rubber on our feet, we're actually creating a barrier between us and Earth, and us and the healing properties that Earth has to offer. The Earth's surface releases negative ions. We're we're electromagnetic beings, and we need negative ions to thrive and survive and to keep a state of balance. So what we need to do is we need to be on the Earth's surface, absorb those negative ions, and we're supposed to balance the electromagnetic circuit, but that rubber creates an insulator or a barrier that blocks us from those negative ions. And that's what creates a lot of inflammation and pain in the body and suffering and headaches. A lot of the symptoms we experience today is from a large disconnect from nature. It's really sometimes as simple as taking off our shoes and walking around barefoot in the grass. The best time to walk around barefoot is when the grass is a little dewy, because it increases the conductivity of the circuit. When it's a little bit wet with the negative ions, it just circulates. So walking outside barefoot, grounding or earthing is what it's called. Western medicine doctors have actually recognized the health benefits of that too. A lot of Western medicine doctors are now actually like recommending for that. Yeah. Yep.
That's good. And, I'm glad that you brought, because I didn't know about, when it's kind of dewy outside to do it then.
Yep.
So I'll definitely make sure that, because we do have, I think, some weather possibly coming up. Who knows? You never know, right?
Yeah.
But, going outside and just doing that. So that's something that I will be doing.
Totally. And I'm going to read this to you guys. This is under the chapter in Letting Go in Louise L. Hay. It says, we create habits and patterns because they serve us in some way. Sometimes we're punishing someone or loving someone. It is amazing how many illnesses we create because we want to punish a parent or love a parent. For example, I'm going to have diabetes just like my daddy because I love my daddy. This is talking about the subconscious mind, not consciously, but subconsciously we associate certain diseases or illnesses based on what's been in our family lineage, thinking that's the normal. We're supposed to have it. Oh, well, my grandfather had it, so that means I'm supposed to have it. But releasing those thought patterns. It may not always be on a conscious level, but when we start looking within, we find the patterns. We often create negativity because we do not know how to handle some area of our lives. We need to ask ourselves, what am I feeling sorry about? Who am I angry at? What am I trying to avoid? How will this save me? If we are not ready to let something go, really wanting to hold on to it because it serves us, it doesn't matter what we do, it will not work. when we are ready to let it go, when we are ready to let it go. It is amazing how the smallest thing can help us release it. So it's all about being ready to let something go. Yeah, people can tell us you need to let those people go.
Right.
They're not good for you. Stop hanging out with them or whatever. But we have to be ready in our hearts to fully release the past, release them, whatever we're trying to release.
Right. Because if you're not ready and you try to let something go, you may for a minute, but then you're going to let them come back. And when you're truly ready to let something or someone go, then you'll know your gut, your intuition tells you it's time, and then you'll be able to do that. I wanted to bring up something that I've done that has helped me in the past. I don't know if you guys have tried this, but sometimes, you sit around and you may think different things or you have thoughts. Have you tried writing them down? Like some of the thoughts that you have, whether it be angry thoughts against someone or just thoughts, overthinking things, racing thoughts, instead of having it just continue, write things down, and then you can go back.
It's a form of release too.
Absolutely.
When you're writing, you're channeling those emotions out of you so that they have somewhere to go and they have less power over you.
Yes. And that's really, that was something that was helpful for me. And then actually, sometimes I had gotten into a state where I was writing things out. I actually had went back and read some of the stuff that I wrote, and I was like, wow, I didn't even know some of the stuff, like I felt as strongly as I did at that point.
So it helps you to kind of reflect and go back to where you were at a point in time and how you've evolved and gotten past it.
Right, exactly. And I put that behind me, but at the time I needed to let it out some way. And that is how I was able, just putting it on. I had just a journal, just writing, some things down, and then just kind of putting it in my nightstand.
I like that. Writing can be super therapeutic and super grounding. I hear that's another type of grounding. A lot of times we can be in our heads so much when there's emotions and thoughts and everything. It can be, it can cause anxiety. Right. And so writing, like you said, that's a physical form of releasing and channeling all of it's in our heads and emotions down on paper. And then it's there and we can look back on it. We can also do creative writing. Have you ever done creative writing?
I have not done creative writing. Just the form, of getting my emotions out.
As a form of release.
Right.
That's cool. And that's how a lot of the best music artists have come up with lyrics too.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is,
Yeah. They channel that pain into music beauty, like musical masterpieces. Like, I mean,
it's true. It's true that. That's
turning
awesome,
that pain into power.
Right.
Right.
And that's I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
Changing that.
Yep.
What you have, the negative or the pain, taking that and using it to your benefit.
Yep.
How can it benefit you, and raising it to your power?
That's the beauty of alchemy, making the best out of the worst, transmuting negativity into positivity, darkness into light, from pain to power, from victimhood to victory. It's about flipping the script at any time.
Exactly. And just taking, even at your lowest point, just know that even if you hit rock bottom, you know where you can go? Up from there. There's
only
nowhere.
Up.
Yeah, there's nowhere else to go. So just know that if that happens, you're going to rise again, and it's going to be okay. So whatever you're going through, know that you're not alone in anything, and everything is going to be okay.
Everything's going to be okay. And, everything happens for a reason. And I know that that's hard to hear sometimes. I used to hate hearing that because I'm like, oh man, everything happens for a reason, even the bad stuff.
Right.
Like what?
Right. Like why does that happen?
Yeah. Like what does that mean? That doesn't help make me feel better. Everything happens for a reason. But then down the road, when I look at something really hard that I went through like years ago, I'm able to see, oh, that's why that happened, because it helped make me stronger.
Yes.
It helped make me grow and rise into my power.
I was going to say, and it makes you the powerful and amazing woman that you are today.
Exactly. And you're an amazing woman too.
Thank you. And for your men out there, you as well as men, the same goes for you. I mean, it's not just a woman thing. It's for everyone.
Yes. We are amazing men and women. This is a whole community thing. And all of us, we all have the ability to rise into our power at any time. We are not powerless over life. Okay. We have the ability to take back our power. Like you taught me, you know, I am the boss of my life.
Yes, ma'am.
You got me a tiara. When I first moved to this apartment, she's my neighbor, by the way. Shannon lives like right next to me. She welcomed me with all these amazing little housewarming gifts and a little tiara and said, "You're the boss now. You're the boss lady." Because she knew I was starting my own business and that I was starting this new adventure. And she was reminding me that, you know, have the ability to create my own life, that I have the ability to stand in my power, that I don't have to wait for people to tell me what to do or when it's okay to do them, that I can just go ahead and start creating.
Because you are in control of your life.
Yes, we all are. And you have helped me to create and to show me, you reminded me of the power that I hold within. I want to thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you, because you've helped me open up a whole new door that I didn't even know was possible. You know, with like, you know, with the YouTube, just getting that out there.
That's awesome.
Because I've never even thought about it before.
Really?
No.
You hadn't thought about it?
No,
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't even, like, I would watch people on YouTube and stuff like that, but I never thought, ooh, maybe I should do that.
Oh, that's so cool. Now look at us. We're YouTube collabs.
I know.
This is so cool. If you haven't started a YouTube channel already, those of you tuning in, I encourage you to go ahead and just start taking your camera along with you. And when you're doing something that you love, a hobby or a skill or a sport, set up your camera on a little tripod and just start filming what you love and start putting it on YouTube and see what happens. You'll be surprised. People across the world will find your stuff and they'll love it. Next thing you know, you've got a YouTube channel and you're a YouTuber.
Absolutely. And then creating too. I mean, because you're creating that content, you're doing it, you're doing the editing,
yes.
You're doing all of it.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, when you look back on your video, know that all that was you.
And you feel like the sense of accomplishment, and you know that you've done it and nobody's made you do it. You've done it because you love it.
Exactly.
And YouTube gives you a space to just feel free, to freely express yourself and to share what you love. And it's just great because it's so limitless. There's infinite possibilities.
It really is. And that is so, just knowing that is just a sense of freedom in itself, just knowing that you can do that. And you can do that as a hobby, you know, and some people do it as that's a career. That's what they do. I mean, so
yes.
There is, like she said, it's limitless. You never know what's going to happen.
Exactly. And if there's any of you tuning in right now that has a YouTube channel already and you want me to do a shout out, go ahead and tell us the name of your YouTube channel in the chat.
Yes,
go ahead and
please.
Type it, the name of your channel, and we'll do a shout out for you because we're here to support each other. And if you haven't already started a channel, what are some hobbies that you love that help you with stress relief? What are some things you enjoy doing that help you to enjoy life? What do you love doing? What are your passions? Type it in the chat. Tell us what you love, because it's wonderful to just share, you know, and there's sometimes things out there I didn't even know existed.
Right, exactly. And, you know, doing this, we're learning from others, you know, even though we're giving information out there on our experiences, when you guys are communicating and you're teaching us as well, some things that we didn't know. And that I think is great.
Yeah, definitely. Because, you know, we're all here to learn from each other.
Yes.
You know, we're all each other's teachers. You know, I think it's important to start seeing each other on an equal playing field. Nobody is greater or better than any other human. We are all here, spiritual beings having a physical experience. We're all spiritual, multi-dimensional beings having a physical experience, just trying to get through this game called life.
That is so true. And sometimes it can be overwhelming at times, but then it can be so much joy.
It can, especially when you find people who are also on a similar journey and have similar interests and who love you and inspire you and uplift you. Be sure you're surrounding yourself once again with people who are energy generating and who are good for you and who make you feel loved. Anybody who's making you feel not good about yourself, or is putting you down, or is calling you names, or just making you feel unworthy, now is the time to release them from your life and remind yourself that you are loved no matter what people may have told you in your life. No matter what hurtful things you may have heard in your past, know they are not true. And that we are all, you know, beautiful souls just trying to embrace this life journey and know that you are totally worthy and deserving of the best possible love and treatment from others. You deserve to be loved. You are loved by us. If nobody's told you they love you today, I do.
I love you too. we both love you. We want to send just positive, loving vibes to you. This is not anything to be negative at any point. So just know that you are in a safe space. If there's anything that you want to comment, either on her channel, mine, doesn't matter. You can reach out and we are here for you.
Definitely. I love that. That's so reassuring. I love your energy.
Thank
She
you.
is an awesome Gemini. By the way, if any of you tuning in are Geminis, shout out, because we are both Geminis and we both have the same birthday, June 15th. It's kind of freaky, like a Freaky Friday type thing.
It really is.
Freaky Friday, it is Friday.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Like what? Like I was like, what? Yeah.
Okay, so shout out to YouTuber Highway to Healthy.
Hey there.
Yes, check out her channel,
Yes.
Highway to Healthy.
She's awesome.
She's an amazing health and wellness YouTuber. She makes amazing vegan pancakes, and she shares how to make vegan recipes, and she just has amazing, beautiful energy. So shout out to Highway to Healthy. Subscribe to her channel if you haven't already. Danielle says, I love crafting when I have time. Not sure I'd create a YouTube channel about it, but someday I'll create a page. That would be so cool. Tried putting work out there, but it hasn't been noticed yet. I like how you said yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I picked up on, was the yes.
Yes.
Thank you. That's so positive.
Yes.
I'm glad you put that out there.
That's wonderful.
It will happen.
It will happen, Danielle. That's good. Just keep putting yourself out there, and there's so many ways to do it. You know, through photos, a Facebook page, or a blog spot, a blogger, blogging your progress with what you love, things like that. Instagram, just sharing posts, little pictures about what you love and what you've created in your hobbies and your crafts. That's a wonderful way to start. And Chris Johnson said, love you ladies. Love you too, Chris.
Oh, thank you.
You're amazing. Thank you for tuning in. It's nice to have masculine energy, you and Charlie and all the men joining. We appreciate you.
We love that.
We need masculine energy as well.
Yes.
Feminine and masculine principle, yin yang. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Chris. Very enlightening. That's wonderful. I'm glad you're finding this enlightening. That's terrific. And Charlie just said, did you hear? Yep, we have birthdays on the same day, Charlie. We're both Geminis on June 15th. It's freaky. I moved here about a year ago. Did not know my neighbor was a Gemini. June 15th, and a fellow YouTuber.
Yeah, and exactly 10 years apart.
Yep, exactly 10 years apart.
Yeah.
So the universe, God, whatever you like to call it, always put somebody in your path when you least expect it. When things get real, like I went through something kind of heavy about a year ago at this time, and I was scared because I didn't know what my life was going to look like. And I manifested this beautiful apartment out of nowhere. And I manifested this beautiful, amazing neighbor who's also a amazing friend, an amazing YouTuber, amazing being all around. And she well, I mean, it's like, you know, and I was kind of in a lonely place then, you know, and now it's like, you know, I don't feel that way anymore. And I know that God, the universe, is always there. And it's
I'm so glad. And she knows, you know, she can always reach out.
Yeah, you're like anytime. A big sister.
Anytime, I mean, you know, just call me or come downstairs, you know, and just, you need to get something off your chest. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's safe space.
Yeah, but like God, the universe always puts somebody in your path when you least expect it. People will always be brought in for supports. When you start to become in alignment with your true soul purpose, your true calling, what's true to your soul, then you are going to have people that are going to come in that is going to be what's going to start being your soul family, your soul tribe. And that's what we came here to Earth to do, is to reconnect with one another, our real soul family. Do you have any other soul family members you've met?
I have some, but it's more like childhood, you know, friends. And then I've met some people through my work from some other jobs that I did that I still keep in contact with, that I'm close with, and that I know was brought into my life for a reason, and that's why they're still in my life.
Yeah.
And so you're right. You know, people are brought into your life. There is a reason for those. And sometimes we don't know what the reason is. We talked about that.
Yeah.
But there is a reason. And sometimes I get like this sometimes. I don't know if you do, but it's like, man, I just want to know why. Because sometimes you don't know.
Yeah, I know. Like, and you know there's something about that person, but you're not sure what yet.
Right.
You're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Right.
And at first, sometimes when you meet people, you're like, wait, what's their motive? What's their deal?
Right. And you might be a little I know I am. Like if I'm meeting new people, it's not that I'm being stuck up or anything like that. I'm feeling the room out. Like I really am. I'm feeling the energy, the vibes, what's going on. Like, okay, am I safe to kind of be myself Or am I going to be run out of this, room or whatever because people aren't feeling my energy?
Yeah.
Well, if they're not, then that's their loss. Sorry.
I like how you said it comes down to energy, and vibes don't lie. So always trust the vibes.
Yes.
And, it's okay to be careful before you allow somebody fully into your space, but also come from a place of optimism and just trust the process.
Exactly.
And I like how Danielle said the mantra, good things are coming my way. I love that mantra too, Danielle. I learned that from Law of Attraction Solutions YouTuber. So the name of the YouTube channel, I recommend you all go there and subscribe. Law of Attraction Solutions with Robert Zink. And it's amazing. And good things are coming my way, or good things are coming your way. Repeat it 3 times, best in the first person, so it's directed towards yourself. So good things are coming my way. Let's do this together. Say it with me.
Okay. Let's
For
do
all
this.
of us, okay?
Let's go.
All
We're all
right.
doing it together.
Good things are coming my way. Good things are coming my way. Good things are coming my way. Let's do it 2 more times. Good things are coming my way. Good things are coming my way. Let's do it 5 more times. Let's do it perfect 10. Good things are coming my way. 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 And so it is. Good things are coming your way. Be open and receptive to unexpected blessings that are going to make their way to you in the next upcoming days and weeks. And know that you are loved and supported on your life journey. The divine has your back always. You have guardian angels that are always surrounding you and who love you. There is always hope. You are never alone. Feel free to leave comments. If you didn't get a chance to participate in the chat today, leave some comments below the video. We will check those out. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the Weather Shaman YouTube channel, as well as Shannon T Carter's YouTube channel. I will leave her channel here as well. The link in the description box and above. You will see our channels linked here at the end of this video. And we are both sending you an abundance of peace, love, and light from us to you. I want to thank you so much for tuning in and joining us today. Shannon, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for having me. This has been so exciting. I love when we're able to collaborate. I feel like we have really good energy. And if you guys like having us collaborating together, if you enjoy us bouncing stuff off, let us know that. And maybe we can do some more collaboration live videos for you guys.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Yeah,
if you really like this live thing that we're trying out, then we may consider making this a regular thing.
Absolutely.
And feel free to shoot us some topic ideas. If you have any specific things you would like us to discuss in future live videos, let us know in the comments or in the chat. And just let us know what's on your mind. What would help you on your life journey? More guided meditation stuff, more card readings, or strategies and tips related to health and wellness, meditation, mental health, whatever is on your mind, let us know, and we can try to come up with some things to talk about with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're so open to anything that you want to talk about. I know with me, I'm open. I will talk about literally anything.
Yeah, she's very open. She has no filters. It's awesome though, because I feel like I can talk without, she does not judge. She's just wide open, and that's awesome. She's pure. Authenticity is key. Always be your authentic self, express yourself fully. Filters are boring anyways.
Yeah, they are.
So we're sending you an abundance of peace, love, and light. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Beautiful souls. You all are amazing. Namaste.